Ay, ay, ay. Alright. We're doing this. Badly. We're doing this. Although I thought we did bad last night in Kaz booth, and we finished third, so go figure. Maybe I'll make it a sweet, out of logic check that pans out. Ooh, that's a nice early bow. This is so slow. Alright, I think we're okay now. Bombs, awesome. So mail upgrade bombs. We've not seen the key or the map yet. Mail upgrade bombs and bow. We'll take that all day. All day. That was pretty good. Okay, I hear you, bud. Alright, give me a second. Alright. Yeah, give me a second, I'll find it. Get to the sewers. Late for you to eat though, bud. Alright, this is a pretty good spot. We'll take care of that real quick. Come on. Dog's crazy. Food sitting in his bowls. Someone fed him. He's gonna buy the meat. It's always the worst when the map's there. The only check that's out of the way. I like that that group frame is generous. What are you doing? Don't walk away from me. Oh, I thought I had the key dash there. Apparently not. And now it's going slow again. What the heck is going on? $351 rupees. Takes care of most of our early game worries. gonna get a sub-6 escape with that break. That's pretty good. 552. And some ammo for that bow we picked up. Ooh. Alright, let's do it. Already like a minute behind. 40 seconds behind, probably. We'll make up some of that time, I bet. All the money. Yeah, we'll grab one of those. Yeah, some people don't scout that. I always scout it. I'm a big believer in information is king. Oh, damn. Buzz blob. Whatever. Whatever. We're good. I didn't kill an enemy, that's right. I usually kill that, the bird at least. But I did not. Alright, let's get some items here. Give me one good thing in here. That's not terrible. Not what I was talking about, but... give me a bottle. Yeah, I mean, outside of the bombs, pretty crap. Pretty crap. All right. All right, that's better. That's better. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. So this was the cave. Not blindside, it was the well. Oh baby, let's go. Have Dark World access before we leave the village, maybe? Possible. We just need a pearl. Just need a pearl. Alright, ether. That could be potentially useful. Actually, more than likely will be, at the very least, for GT. I use it in a room in the climb. Could be useful in Skull Woods, too, maybe. Oh, both rods. Okay. So, of course, that means TR is going to be a pendant, since Ice Rod was early. Okay. The YOLOers save time tonight. The fastest I've done this, I think, is 6 seconds. This would be like 8. Yeah. I should do a map check. Alright, yeah, Eastern Pendant, of course. Terra Pendant. So only the green pendant is in the Dark World. And both red crystals will be in the Dark World. We are close to Zora. That would have been our boots. That would have been our boots. Alright, mirror's good. We can sequence break Death Mountain. It's a little early to be sequence breaking. At least that big. What? Now I'm 1 hit to the oh no, I have blue mail. I'm 2 hit to the crabs. But with the dashing, I should be fine. Alright, well, we can forget Eastern. That's a place that people I only have 3 hearts. That's a place some people sometimes skip. Particularly when there's a fully clearable, well, almost fully clearable Eastern. Sometimes people put that off. In Kaz Boots, less so, because it's easy to get back there, but... there's a chance we get that before some people. There's 5 of us in the race. It's me, Bagel, Emok, Bro, and CJ, who was in my chat last night. And alright, so Ice is our green, and Meyer and Pod are the 5-6. Okay. 3-heart moth. Here we go, baby. I'm gonna do the front first. 4 hearts. Let's go. Because I didn't get a key, I'm actually gonna go to the back now. This could be a mistake, going back there this early, but whatever. Oh, the Gyvdos drop magic. That's good. That's good for the back half. fine. I think it's still quicker than trying to push that statue. I could be reasonably sure that there's not a lot of people in this race that will do 4 Heart Moth. I probably shouldn't even do 4 Heart Moth, but here we are. Let's conserve some magic here. I want this key. I probably have to wait and bait the Wallmaster again. Yeah. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Oh, really? Okay, that went a lot better than I thought it would. And that's our second item. Oh, so the 2 of the 3 things we opened were items. And the other one was a key. But as efficient as you're gonna get in Skull Woods. Do I want to go all the way over there? Not yet. I want to go down into Thieves Town first, I think. Got everything we need to beat it, so let's go beat it. So this will be crystal number 2 in a couple of minutes here. What, probably like 6 minutes, maybe 7 minutes, 8 minutes, somewhere in there. Then we can go down into Pipe Cave and over to Pod. I think we can actually beat Pod as well. Alright. So maybe, I think we need to get over to Pod after this. I think that's the play. Item front. Alright, a couple rooms. I will check the stun prize. right here. I'll check it on this guy. It's a good stun prize. I wouldn't have hated hearts though, but we're a little slow through there, but we just don't want to die. Want to at least open up the floor. I'm gonna grab that actually. Oh, really? Luckily I have red mail, so it's not too bad. We'll pick up some hearts in the basement. I don't want to go this way, I want to go this way. I like this song. This is the Final Fantasy IX MSU. And this is from, I want to say it's Trino, which is one of the cities. It's been a minute since I've played through it. Oh, that is our last item. I wasn't even paying attention. I didn't see the small key. Just a bit, of course. But I'm actually considering, speaking of Final Fantasy IX, I'm actually considering kind of trying to speedrun that game, potentially. I'm off script here pretty bad. Alright, we got through it. We got through it. Alright, so I think what we do is we go south. We do whatever we can along that route over to Hype Cave and then go into Pod. A, B, C, D, man. Always beat Crystal Dungeons. Technically not fully in logic without the lamp, but lamp is a suggestion. Actually, logic is a suggestion, really. Yeah, I am considering kind of doing it more for fun than anything else, not to compete or anything, but just because I enjoy that game. Ah. And I want to say the whole run, assuming you don't skip, like, I think some of the ports you can skip cutscenes. Assuming you don't do that, it's like the top runs will do it in under 9 hours. I am probably going to break it up into, there's 4 discs, so break it up into segments, at least to start. I don't have the time to do what would end up being for me probably like a 11-hour run. Hey. But we'll see. This is still going to be more than likely my main game. It's too fun. It's too fun. I need the hammer, actually. Okay, so now we're guaranteed entrance into Mire and TR. That's good. Don't need to scout anything. Alright, ledge dead. So after this, we might run back out and check Catfish and Zora, potentially. We'll see. Although, the more I think about it, I might wait. I can run along North Dark World, get Graveyard Ledge and King's Tomb on the way to do that same thing. It might be better. Might be better to do it that way if we even do it at all. So what do we still need? Samaria, Flute, Flippers, Hookshot. That's what we still need. So 4 to go. Kind of crazy that it... Oh, and mitts. 5 to go. Mitts. I forgot we didn't have mitts. 60% chance is a small key here. Alright, this actually probably is the most efficient way to route this dungeon. Is that far enough? I don't think it is. Threw it too soon. Always a bow and pod. Alright, so offensively we are set. Tempered silvers. Don't need anything else. Yeah, maybe after this we pop into Eastern. Got the mirror, we can do it pretty easily. There's not really a better time to pop in there. This will be a small key. Easy peasy. So the only no, the whole right side is in logic technically. Fire Rod puts everything but the Dark Maze stuff in logic. Let's see where I am here. There we go. Okay. Oh, this was key for a key. That was dumb. That was dumb. I knew that. Let's see if I remember how to do it this way. I didn't go down far enough. Okay. We're good. Chest. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. No worries. And the last item's on the boss. So silvers is the only thing of use that we found here. Oh wait, no, I want the bow. I want the bow. Yeah, maybe we do pop into Eastern after this. I think we'll do that, unless we get like mitts or lamp or flute. I'm trying to put off the mountain until it's logical for me to go up there. That should hit it. Yeah. Alright, so this. Hold left until you start walking down the wall. And then once you start going down the wall, you fire that fire rod off and it hits the torch. Easy dark room strat. And I waited. If you break his helmet while the fireballs are active and out, they will disappear when the helmet breaks. Like the game can't load both. So I waited to despawn the fireballs, essentially. Yeah, we haven't done Sahasrala's hut either. Probably should have done that first, but that's fine. This is the situation where I'm probably gonna skip the big key chest unless it has the big key. Because unless lamp is somewhere in the checks we can get to, like there. Honestly, that's our mountain access. I'll go as far as the big chest. And then I think we need to go up to Death Mountain. There's just too much up there. Oh wait, we haven't found that. So the big key is vanilla, which means the rest of this dungeon is not in logic. Fun little thing. If you're holding something over your head, you won't go through the mirror portal. So a bomb, Samaria block, pot, whatever. You can just walk right through it. Okay. Still think Death Mountain's the play, but that opened up a bunch of stuff too. And I might put off Pendant Hera until we clear the rest of Death Mountain. Because I would really like to find the hook shot first. Just so we can Herapot and potentially get the items a little bit faster. But I will do it before I leave Death Mountain, most likely. I hate when he goes that way. Dead rocks aren't the worst enemy, but they're probably the most annoying. Come on, give me the... Fourth time is the charm. So it's a nothing burger on top. Nah, not gonna go out of my way. Yeah, we'll come back to do Hera. Alright, that's nothing. Cool. So hookshot, mitts, Samaria, loot. Gonna feel really bad if Eastern has another good item, but it's fine. What an awful Paradox Cave. Like, seriously, there was not, like, the shield. It was the only thing that could, maybe, potentially, might, sometimes be useful. We didn't need the money, or any of the other equipment, like... So weird having only one input between the hammer and the mirror. Okay. So, required. At least that part. Oh! Why? With any luck, the second item is not on the boss, so we can just get out of here. That doesn't open anything else up, Samaria, but it ensures once we find the mitts, we can get into TR and beat TR. Come on. Thank you. Alright, give me the item. I'm not going in the basement. I just want the item. I'm not going in the basement. Odds that Pendant Hera has 2 required items. I'm gonna say low. Alright, let's do some flippers checks. We're gonna blind grab the item on the island. Mitts, flute, hook shot. That's what we need. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. We can go into swamp. 6 checks there. 5, I guess. That small key is guaranteed in the first check. Haven't been to Agina yet. Mostly because I can't get into desert. Oh, now we can get into desert. So that's our next play. Oh, there's our mitts. So we're down to hook and flute. Probably a scam. Yeah. Although I think you can buy a fire shield for 500 rupees in the vanilla game. Funnily enough. Does that open anything up? That opens up... that opens up TR. but I want to do desert first. Right, that opens up all of TR. Is it just the hook shot? I'll have to check during the desert opening cutscene. Oh, there's our hook, so we're flute for go. Why is TR not, why is TR not green? Why is it yellow on the tracker? What am I missing? Alright, key on the torch. Small key on the torch. So swamp will open. Right, that'll be 5 TR6. Alright, so this is vanilla big key. Alright, we got item here, item on the boss. Only one item we're looking for now, and it is the flute. Alright, I'm actually going to beat the boss first, because then I can come down... I don't know if it probably would have been faster to grab that hook shot first. Whatever. We know where it is. We'll grab it in a couple of minutes. And we want to do a Gina, and then we're out skis. Probably swamp, unfortunately. I think swamp also puts ice in logic too, but I don't want to do ice. I don't want to do ice. Is that Sankar? That might have been Sankar. Yeah, I think swamp next. Hope it's there. Ugh. Did not want to see a fetch quest, I'll tell you that much for free. might make a quick detour and actually check Bombo's tablet. Just see if we can maybe go mode swamp at the very least. I checked K45. That was nothing. That's nothing. Alright, so we're just looking for flute. I'm gonna kick myself if it's sitting in Eastern. Then that's the only place I'll feel really bad about it being. Everywhere else, like if it's in Hera Basement, whatever. Hera Basement's fine. I can live with that, but walking out of Eastern when I had access to everything is gonna feel really bad. But I think I'm not gonna leave left side behind. I might come back in for it later, like after. I'm gonna do the boss first, and then come back in if I have to. But one item for go, I kind of think I have to do left side swamp. Don't think I can avoid it. Particularly if we don't find the big key. Oh, well, never mind. Why is TR still yellow? That's concerning me a little bit. I have everything I need to beat it. Don't know why I'm checking these. Alright, so we... what pendant dungeon? Oh, ice. We didn't touch ice, but there was technically required lamp in Eastern and required Samaria in Hera. Both pendants. But other than that, like the other two items in Eastern, not needed. A little careful. It's still red mail, but I don't want to take too many hits. Alright. So we gotta activate that flute. Let's see. 1, 2. This will be 3, 4, 5. Yeah, Meyer and TR. That's all we got. This way. Eight hearts, no bottles. This is gonna be fun. No powder. No half magic. This is gonna be good. I mean, red mail helps, tempered helps. It's a low-ish. It's not the best equipped you could be for Vidian Trinex. Should be fine though. Like, why is that green though? That's actually, wait, is it? Nope. Like, what don't I have that I need? It's not a bottle. Cape? Why is cape required? I don't understand that one. What do you need? Oh, for laser bridge, I guess. That's fair, I suppose. Wonder if it also works with Burna. It probably does. Yeah. Alright. That's what it is. Might also work with Mirror Shield too. Yep. So that's exactly what it is. It's for laser bridge. Okay, now I feel better. We're in go mode. Just looking for a big key. The big key of my dreams. Oh, actually, that's not true. GT big is the big key of my dreams. I'm gonna try to preserve Spooky. We'll see how it goes. Oh, we weren't sure before. We're sure now. I wouldn't hate half magic. Or a bottle. Oh yeah, I don't have the big key yet. I'm looking for the big key. It's not here, it's in cutscene, which is gonna feel bad, but... Okay. Good skip. I could have gotten the big key quicker with using that small key, but then I wouldn't have been able to go through that door. I would have had to cross back to the other side again. So I think that was faster in this particular situation. We have silver, so the Vidi fight's gonna be smooth, hopefully. Alright, we got Spooky. The last time we missed the last one. Ooh, I didn't think we got it that time. Alright, we got it there. Good. Good, good. Silver is so easy. So we didn't touch Dark Death Mountain at all, which is rare. We didn't need to do anything on Death Mountain, actually. We could have skipped Death Mountain completely. Oh no, Samaria. Samaria was in Hera. That's the only thing we needed, though. It's a very rare seed that Death Mountain not required. Not to say that something like Gold Sword or Half Magic or a couple of bottles couldn't be there, but we don't need any of it. We'll probably pick up a couple items in TR just looking for stuff. But we could get into GT around like 110. If TR plays nice. And by that I mean we skip... If we can skip Laser Bridge. I have no idea what opens. Bombos. So I think that I think we got Quake in Hype Cave. And we didn't need it, so Hype Cave useless. 0 out of 10 hype. Yeah, so this should be 5-ish minutes if we get good luck with the keys. Probably no more than 7. Even if we have to check everything. Oh yeah, I don't have that, so we're gonna do this. Hey. Alright, I feel a little better now. Kind of wanted all keys, but if we're gonna get an item, that's a pretty good one to get. That is another good one to get. Alright, we are locked, locked, and ready to rock, baby. What pulls? Blue goo and half magic. Sitting in TR, waiting for me to just take them. Alright, big key's vanilla. Okay. Which means you probably shouldn't skip the big chest. We can't steal this key. So this will more than likely be a full clear. The only way it won't be is if the big chest and Crystal Roller Room have small keys. Ah, alright. I'm only on 8 hearts still, so I kind of need to be a little careful. Ooh, I got it. Don't know how I got it, but I got it. So at least one of these next two has to be a small key, yeah. Alright. So we couldn't skip it. Now, if the next check is a small key, we can skip all of Laser Bridge. But at this point, I don't even know what else we would even want. Alright, so we've got to do at least some of Laser Bridge. But again, I mean, a cape, I guess, maybe? Just because we're on 8 hearts. Wouldn't be the worst thing. Or burn, one of the two. Another bottle. I don't care about the sword. Swords, whatever. Actually, we'll save the arrows. Yeah, because I guess the laser skips are not technically in logic, I guess, according to the tracker. We might as well check it, right? Hey. Let's just fall down the hole. Alright. Get that heart back anyways. Yeah, half magic in that blue potion makes this so much nicer. Couldn't escape, but I did knock the head down anyways. One more hit, I think. Alright. Off to GT. Okay, fine. I mean, I'm not gonna say no. So it's pretty likely everyone's gonna have at least tempered. And it's pretty likely that they're gonna get the sword. I think it was on Stumpy. Was the last one. So it was you start with a sword. There was a sword at the race game, which everyone's gonna get. Then there was, I think it was Stumpy, and then on Trinex, which you're definitely gonna get. So everyone's more than likely everyone's gonna have gold and silvers. So, all right, so yeah, so we'll get in right around 110, a little over. This cutscene takes forever. So, with good key luck, 120 in play. Oh, alright, how's that for key luck? Alright, we want to grab this key. I am not used to that, so let's... You just have to remember to get the key off the mini Helma at the top. I gotta be a little careful with health. We are only on, like I said, we have 8 hearts. We have the potion, but I don't want to burn it. Getting better with that timing on that dash to not get hit with the spikes. This could be a mistake. Oh, nice arrows. Actually, I don't hate the arrows there. I don't know how I could dodge those lasers, but I did. Ah. It's alright. We started with 5 hearts. We ended the gauntlet with 5 hearts. I'll take it. That was pretty clean. Alright, I'm not gonna say no to the fairy. That full magic is nice, but with half magic we don't need it. I just wanted to light that pot, you know? Alright, so I need to get the key here. I don't know why. Oh, it's fine. I don't know why I'm checking these. Oh, that's why. That makes this a little 10 hearts. A little easier. And we'll check validation, because why not? Oh, we got to 11 hearts. Look at that. So no cape, no Burna. Shouldn't be an issue. But a couple of Ganon hits could hurt if we aren't a little careful. That's a double. That's another double. Alright, double, double, double. Take that. That's not too bad. Because then I try to get, well, like I say a lot, I try to get one, at least one in every phase. This is going to be a good time. This is going to be 117, maybe just shy. Not far off my PB, actually. You're supposed to bring food. That's 6. I think that was 6. We'll hit him again. Alright, we got through the hard part without getting hit. Take that. My god, with the teleports. Thank you. I might be able to get the torch glitch too. Yep. Where'd he go? Ah, I couldn't get the triple. So we'll get him here. Yeah, so we're gonna sub 117. No one's finished yet. Well, that's it. We got it. That was... you know, we did that fast. I might have time for another one. That was fast. That was... I didn't realize how good we were doing, but it was all right on the path. Like, there's a lot of overworld stuff that I skipped. Like, the Smith. I mean, I did some of the, like, the... What's it called? Did, like, Stumpy and K45, but I didn't go back and do Hammer Pegs or any of that. I never touched Ice. I didn't do Dark Death Mountain at all. Catfish didn't touch. North Dark World didn't touch. I mean, Meyer, we were Go mode, so I didn't touch any of that. Whatever, 132 checks. I got a couple of guys streaming. Let's see where they are. That was quick. It was right on the path. Bagel's at the top of GT. He's about to go into Moldorm 2, so he's pretty close to done. Emok is streaming. Grow's not. At least not on Twitch. Let's see where Emok is. He's in TR. Okay. So Bagel's gonna beat Emok, most likely. Bagel would have to fall quite a bit. I don't know where Grow is, and I don't know where Casey is. I wonder if they're streaming on TikTok or not at all. But this was pretty quick. We skipped a lot of things. Not having to go back into Eastern, leaving there was good. And the only real time waste was finishing Hera. There are no items after Samari. The second item was in the basement. But otherwise, it was all right on the path. We didn't go to Catfish, which I thought about. Like, we made the right calls. Which is good. And the execution was overall pretty good. We had a couple of bonks early, but we settled in. Even with a, like, 550 escape. That was pretty quick. Can't complain. Bagel, my guess, is going to be finishing up shortly. Emok will probably be... He's probably 10 minutes behind Bagel. He was in the Dark Maze... probably less than 10 minutes. Probably like 5 or 6 minutes behind. And again, I have no idea where Grow is, and I have no idea where Casey is. I wonder if anyone else did 4 Heart Moth. This is arguably the best song from Final Fantasy IX, too. This is You Are Not Alone. We're gonna let this play. This is nice. The official time, 1:16:52. Like I said, the checks, I have a tracker up. It's 132 checks. 19 bonks, 0 deaths. We did 513 screen transitions. I'll have to start using this. I'll put it up on the stream. I got room. I'll just have to set up the overlay to do it. Yeah, Bagel just finished. He's about 5.5 minutes behind. GG's, Mr. Bagel. GG's. I mean, 122 is still a hell of a time. I wonder if he finished Eastern. And that won't account for 5 minutes, but that's from where we were, probably almost half of that, 2.5 minutes. If he did Hera Basement, that's another minute. So that's, I mean, that's most of the time, I think, right there. I mean, even like doing Hope Room technically would probably lose a little bit of time this in this seed. I think he does Hope left. Most people do Hope left. I know Emok and I both do kind of a pseudo DM. So he'll get the key as his first check, same as I did. First sword, 10 minutes, race game. Boots we start with. Flute was go mode at a little under an hour. But yeah, no, it was, you know, I said the only time we really wasted was doing like climbing Hera. That was the only time waste. Everything else was right on the path. I'll have to add a comment at some point to the race room. At 132 CR, take that. Kind of a benchmark that a lot of runners will use in, I mean, Kaz Boots, Open, even Standard to a degree, is kind of 100 checks per hour. And this takes it into account. So I did 103 checks an hour, which is pretty good. It's just kind of a measure of how efficient you are in checking stuff. And I kind of padded it at the top of GT, but whatever. Emok's got to be pretty close to finishing, I would think. He is on Moldorm 2. So he should be finishing up pretty soon. Probably another 4 minutes or so. Yeah, that'll do it for me, I think. Yeah, I can't think of anything else. Is there anybody we can raid? I don't know. Let's find out. No, not really. Okay. So no raid tonight. Oh, what's up, Bagel? How we doing? GG's, man. Yeah, this was pretty solid jet seed. Yeah, I checked your stream as my credits were rolling and I was like, "Oh, he is about to drop into Aga 2." So this was very, very close. You died on Vidi? Oh, yeah, that's tough because that's a long way back. That's probably a minute and a half, 2 minutes. Um, yeah, I mean, I skipped a decent amount of stuff. I did Hera, but I didn't do the basement. I bailed on Eastern before getting the big key. I got the lamp and then did one more check. Realized I had to go all the way around for the big key and bailed there. Samari was go mode. Yeah, I that lamp sent me up to Death Mountain, so I ended up getting Samaria there. My go mode was flute. Lamp was in on the right side of Eastern. So what's it? The second check, I guess, like the hook shot side. Yeah, see, I didn't have swamp available at the time. I was late to desert, so I got hook late. So I did pot, and I was like, oh, I'll check Eastern. I'm right here. And my plan was actually to sequence break Death Mountain at that point, and ended up finding the lamp. I was like, well, it's not a sequence break anymore. Let's just go do it. And I found Samaria and literally nothing else on the mountain. What's my Cat's Boots PB? You know, I was talking. Casey was in my stream last night. I looked it up. It was like 115 something. So it's close. This was close to my PB. What's yours? Do you know what yours is? Oh, Emok finished. GG's Emok. This is yours, not? Yeah. This is a fast one. If you stay on the path of just beating crystal dungeons, it's all right there. With the only exception being Midnight Lamp if you need it, but that's Samaria, which luckily was in the basement of Hera. But everything else is on the path. Like I didn't do any of Dark Death Mountain. Um, I skipped a bunch of overworld stuff. I didn't dip ice at all. 122.13. Yeah, that's a hell of a time. Anything around 120 is pretty good. Like dip Super Bunny and Hookshot looking for safety. Yeah, that's fair. That's right. I was in TR and I was like, oh, I really wish I had like something like a bottle or half magic or cape. And the first two checks were bottle and half magic. Oh, what's up, Emok? GG's. Nice job. Oh, my low? Oh, I can bump my mic up a little bit. Samari for go. That's funny. Mine was flute. My go mode was flute and swamp. Yeah, the only time I really wasted was finishing Hera. But I skipped. I mean, once I had flute, I basically skipped everything. I didn't do cutscene chest and mire, which was nice. Never went to the mountain until after having 5 crystals. Yeah, all right, that's fair. Say I had, what did I have when I went up there? I had beaten. I guess I had 3. I think I had beaten thieves. I beat. Actually, my first crystal was Skull Woods. I did it on 4 hearts. It was a little hairy. I tried to do 4 heart moth and ended up doing it, which made me feel pretty solid. I guess I kind of got lucky in a way that I was late to the hook shot. I was able to skip a bunch of swamp. Let's see. That's all you did. Eastern first, lamp early, then pod. Yeah, my order. I got Dark World access relatively early with that pearl in Ice Rod Cave, and then so I did Skullwoods and Thieves. Went to Hype Cave, which sucked. Then did what's it called? I did Pod, and then mirrored. Once I got the lamp, basically, I left Eastern. Did Death Mountain. I beat Hera, so I got Samaria there, and then nothing else. Oh, maybe the book. I might have got the book somewhere. Yeah, I did too, Emok. I cleared Eastern side, got nothing, then went back, got Samaria. I was like, oh, maybe we'll find the second item up top. Didn't, but then I just left. Oh no, I did flippers checks there, and I think the book was on the route somewhere there. And that also got me the mitts. Book was water. Yeah, I thought I was trying to remember, but it was in somewhere in the flippers. So Waterfall Fairy got the book. That led me to Desert, which gave me the hook. And then I think at that point I was just flute for go, and the hook gave me access to Swamp. Got the flute, and then I was able to go mode Meyer and go mode TR, which weren't flippers, were in pod. Yeah, that makes sense. There was nothing good on the top of Death Mountain outside of Samaria. I remember that. Yeah, it was if you just follow the crystal dungeons, you basically find everything. So all the ABCDers are gonna have a good time on this one. Yeah, I mean, I was able to skip all of Dark Death Mountain. I did. I was at 8 hearts going into GT, and I pulled. There were 2 full hearts in the mini Helmer room up top. Bottle was in on the right side, like past the Samaria block room, and the half magic was the first check on the left side in TR. And then yeah, there was a sword on Trinax, which ended up being my gold sword. So Bagel, that was your tempered, which means you probably didn't check Stumpy. I think Stumpy had a sword. So I'm guessing you got the one on race game. Yeah, I never found Cape or Burna either. Amok had butter. Yeah, okay. I mean, didn't do any Smith chain. Yeah, I think it was Stumpy that had the sword. Doing Silver's video with half a heart. Oh, the lightning hit you. That's rough. I heard somebody, Emok, was it somebody in the multi world we did last weekend that said that if you hug one of the sides, the lightning never hits? Like, I think it might be the right side of that wall. I think the lightning never hits you on that wall, but it can hit you on the left or vice versa. It was one of the two, I think. I think I think if you, or maybe not grab it, but like if you are like pushing up against the side, I don't think the lightning can hit you. Yeah, it's the right wall. Well, that's weird. Somebody said it in the multi world that we were doing last weekend. I don't remember who it was. Yeah, I mean I don't remember who said it or when. It's, I mean, my VOD is probably like 4 hours, but I mean clearly if you were hugging the right wall, clearly it doesn't work, or you got to be like kind of high up or something. I don't know. I had never heard it until then. This was a little bit cleaner logic than last night's seed, the the MMM seed. Yeah, GG's. Always appreciate you putting these together, Bagel. These are fun. Even the atomizers, but you're right, it is kind of nice to have a break. But I don't know, Bagel. I don't know if you plan on running last night's seed, but there was one particularly nasty bit of logic. Vanilla enemies are a warm bath. I like that. Yeah, it's funny. Casey was in my stream last night, and you won't do the MMM. All right, yeah. Yo, Casey was in my stream last night, and he's like, "I'm so used to doing the Lord seeds that I don't even know how to fight the how to fight vanilla enemies." It's like, well, you should probably learn that first or soon. Oh, you spoiled it. Yeah, it basically um the hook shot was in the pod big chest, and to do that, you needed to get keys on the bow side of pod, and both bows were in, or at least one of the bows at least was in. Oh no, both bows were in swamp, and I think they were both accessible without the hook shot. I think one was. Oh no, one was you had to go left side swamp. That's what it was. You had to go left side swamp to get a bow, to go back into pod to get the hook shot, to go back into swamp. It was terrible. I potion glitched my way through it and probably saved myself 15 minutes at least. Yeah, the other was in the flooded room. Yeah. Oh, it's in the racer. I didn't look. Because I jumped in late. Oh yeah, it is in there. Okay. Yeah, it was pretty nasty, but I broke it and it worked out. And somehow Kirby still beat me, even though he also bailed on the fire rod and mismarked a crystal. Somehow he still beat me by a couple of minutes. Because Kirby's a freaking god. Moving it off Tuesday. Did you have a different night in mind, or are you just like, if I'm gonna do Monday, I probably can't do Tuesday type of thing? No clue. Just yeah. I mean, that works. I mean, I don't know what other people's like. I don't know what Casey or Gro's schedule looks like. The only night I probably couldn't do would be Thursdays, or if it would have to be later on Thursdays. But outside of that, I should be fairly open. Yeah, that could work too. That could definitely work. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. I would watch the other two, but I don't see Grow streaming on Twitch, and I think CJ's only on TikTok, so I have no way to watch him. So that'll do it. GG's to both of you. This was fun. Cases on TikTok. Yeah, I thought so. All right, have a good night, y'all. Thanks for popping in, and talk to y'all soon. I gotta run. There's a couple. I have a little bit of a backlog on seeds. The Reddit seed that got posted late last week. I still have to do that, and then I want to do Bagel's Key Sanity async. So got some stuff to do. We'll try to get it done. I might have to run them offline or something. We'll see. But that's it. I'm out of here. Have a good night. Talk to you later.